Let's make it a good morning with a spinach and mushroom omelet. Go ahead and fire up that stove. We're going to get our pans ready with a little bit of butter. Just going to go and throw that down in there. And make sure that the pan you're using for your eggs is nicely coated. We're going to use a bit of an unorthodox and yes, albeit lazy method to do this, but hey, it's first thing in the morning. Who wants to be fancy, right? So take your time, make sure that that butter skates its way around the pan and coats the entire bottom just like that. Drop the rest of it over here in the saute pan where we're going to be working with our filling, our vegetables. But first, let's get our eggs cooking by dropping our beaten eggs down into the pan. Now, we are going to go ahead and leave this burner on as low as possible. If you have a simmer burner, definitely use that burner. Otherwise, just get it down as low as you can. Do not use your boil burner. Here we have our vegetables. We're going to go ahead and put those in, and that's shiitake mushrooms, onions, and a piece of garlic. And in the back, you do see we have some spinach we'll be introducing later. So with those vegetables, we're just going to go ahead and shimmy those around, stir them up, make sure they're nice and happy in that buttery butter, and soaking up all that flavor. Super easy. Check this out. Those eggs over there, guess what? We're not going to touch them. We're going to do way more to these vegetables, and it's really not that hard. Super easy. So normally, you would be over there with the eggs, and we'll be sliding them around and making little pockets and filling them back in and then making another pocket, filling them back in until they're all completely cooked. We're just going to slap a lid on it and let them take care of themselves. You can add as much or as little spinach as you like. Does it require spinach? No, but it wouldn't be a mushroom and spinach omelet without it. There we go. That seems good. So just go ahead and do the same thing. We're just going to push them around, slide them around until that spinach gets coated in that butter and cooks down just a little bit till it's soft, but still looks like it's got a good amount of body to it. Don't cook this down until it's almost black looking. It won't taste very good. It'll be too concentrated. Add a little salt, a little bit of pepper, to your taste, of course. Right now at this point, we're going to kind of dig out this piece of garlic here. We don't want things getting too overpowering, but myself, I am going to go ahead, take it back to my cutting board. I'm going to rough chop it, and I will be reintroducing that right before I put it into my omelet. So it looks like our vegetables are pretty much ready to go on in and be a happy meal for us in just a few minutes. Throw that garlic back in. You don't have to if you don't like garlic that much. Keep that in mind. This is your breakfast. Now check it out. When we open up this lid, boom, those eggs are done. They're ready to go. We're ready to throw some happy toppings on there, so go ahead and remove it from the heat. That way the bottom of it doesn't keep cooking. Do not want to use too much heat on this one. The less heat, the better. Go ahead and put those vegetables on, and you might be thinking to yourself, oh, it's an omelet. Seems like you're missing an ingredient. Well, it is first thing in the morning. Sometimes we forget stuff. So we simply step on over to the fridge, where we have all of our cheese. We grab it, pop it, we remove it from the heat, so it's no longer cooking, it's not going to hurt anything. I'm just going to go ahead and toss this back on, move it back on to actually melt that cheese down. Super easy. So after we've got our cheese a little bit melted, we're going to go ahead and release that egg off the side of the pan with a small rubber spatula. Alright, just make sure it's do a pretty good job of getting that side that you're going to be flipping over released from the pan. It shouldn't be too stuck, maybe in a couple little spots. Nothing huge. So we'll go ahead and take a larger spatula to go ahead and flip that egg over. Alright, so like I warned you, there was going to be a little bit of a image issue on this one, but we can go ahead and patch that up. Remember that cheese? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and magically make some of that appear right over top of that ugly spot, and it's going to look a whole lot better. Here we go. There it is. Magically it appears. Some melted cheese. We're going to throw this on a plate, and we're going to enjoy the rest of our morning.